Hello everybody, I'm Giuseppe Basile, also known as the Flip Stalker, and in this video I'm going to review for you a number of markets. Particularly I'm going to review for you 5 markets related to the UK pound, and I will add the Canadian dollar versus Japanese yen to this series. So let's start from the pound, obviously, and as you remember, the pound has reached last week in that large move we saw last week, has reached the first target of a very large setup here that actually traded the first time in 2009 and again in 2014 here, and that setup was strong enough to push this price lower, this market. That setup was also supported by inner measure move, very technical market. We saw price retracing 50% into the first target, and then again retracing in one day, retracing in a few weeks, sorry, retracing into the first target. So the next setup, 50% setup, and then right the same day, the Brexit day, into the first target, and then eventually the second target here. So this market has also reached the first target, and that's the reason why we saw that strong move lower, but then we also saw the pounds higher. So on a very large time frame, weekly time frame, we can imagine a reaction all the way into a much higher prices here, but only if we can see the next measure move here, and the next measure move on the weekly time frame would suggest a reaction to 127.94. If price gets above 130, then again we could see much higher prices into the highs, into the levels pre-Brexit here, 144.80. So that's what the weekly is telling us. The daily is not really adding a lot to that picture. We saw bear value areas here in action, and that pushed price lower, but there's not really much structure when we have to look at the reaction on the upside. And one level we can consider for the reaction is definitely an aggressive extension here, which was pierced. So that builds keep building the case for a reaction higher. Now that reaction is not going to be something that actually is going to happen briefly and quickly, because we have a lot of resistance here, a lot of bears dump money here that's trying to push this price higher, lower, as soon as we reached areas like 128 area, and potentially higher if this market continues higher. Pound versus Japanese yen, of course, has been pushed lower as well, and this market also resembles or reminds us of the pound US dollar. In fact, we had a short high to low which participated in 2014 and mid 2015, and then we saw this market continue lower. This market has traded a traditional measure move here, which went into the first and second target, and it actually failed, slightly failed the second, the next measure move, but has the potential to move into 123.47 before the start of a move higher. So this market, differently from the pound versus US dollar, has reached previous lows here. It doesn't mean it cannot go lower. However, this market has also breached the sequence. Although there is no strong support below price, we could see the start of a correction here, and maybe this could happen as soon as the price touches 124.47, which would be anyway a target for algos and smart money. When we look at the pound versus Australian dollar, again we see the same pattern here. We had a 50% which broke price into the first target, and the day of reaction right into that second target. Further confirmation that algorithms and smart money are in action here, because they're taking profits exactly at in those areas where we anticipate them taking profits. So again, a reaction here would bring this price into the next level short. That's 170.18, and if that happened, this money could be pushed into 151.43. When we look at trend following model here, we also see that this could be quite a strong and good setup. 170.18 is an area where not only there is interest from smart money short to keep short in this market, but there is also an interest from bears bears in the value in the dump money value area here. So we are also seeing a crossover here, and these crossovers are not golden signals, but rather they anticipate a reaction, which in this case could be temporary reaction that can bring price into this strong short dump money area here. That could actually cause this price to respect also the algos area for a participation in a trade from 170.18 to 151.43. That's quite sensible. It's almost 2,000 pips here. So that's something definitely to take note of. And don't forget the pound versus Australian dollar is the market that has one of the highest, probably the highest average pip move with 108 to 103 pips in average per day. So there are days in which this market moves very, it moves really a lot. Pound versus New Zealand dollar, obviously all these markets share the same behavior here. And when we look at this market is also pushing towards new territory here, new lows, and the participation that we saw in the 220 level progressing to the first target and in the second target as well, with this market moving on the weekly in extensions. And as you can see, the extension has played and it then moved lower, as pushed price into the first target. However, this is an extension, so the New Zealand dollar could be continue being very strong on the pound here and actually push this price lower. In fact, we can even project a second target below current prices here, which would be the second target after this first target has been hit. So if this market continues lower, we would probably see 160.67 in the coming weeks, and that would be again the target of the subsequent measured move. This market is exploring new territory here and it keeps moving lower. Next is the pound versus Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar has been weak as well, and this market has traded already this extension that you see here on the weekly, which has been tested 1, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, and 6 times, and progressing to the first target, and has the potential to keep pushing price into the second target. If that happens, we will keep modeling this pricing extension from lows to identify future opportunities. The Canadian dollar versus Japanese yen is a market that is typically not as technical as other markets. It's a specific play, and we have been seeing this market moving laterally, and we saw this market piercing the 50%. There was initial participation in 2013 twice. 2014, then we saw participation, and then at the end of 2014 this level broke, and so bullet bear actually are undecided. Obviously this market has a bearish bias and has been moving lower. However, the absence of fib stalker levels leaves this market basically in the hand of a bear dump money here, and we saw this participation, and this market actually could have started a move lower here after participating in this area. However, the dump money area long here that we're seeing on the daily is actually supporting this price for now. So in order to short this market, we will need we actually would need more. This market is also at previous lows here, so I'm not comfortable selling this market at this stage. It's not really a very technical market, so for now I'll leave it as it is, and we will see if it's going to offer any opportunities in the coming weeks. Just want to remind that tomorrow I'll have my show on FS Street. That's going to be 7 p.m. EST, and if you're there, I'm going to review for you the Australian dollar and other pairs. Thanks for watching.